one thing, but we want fairness, better health care, better residuals. I literally get 1 cent residuals.
Having to land roles consistently, especially for a black woman, is not that easy in Hollywood.
Not at all.
Why do you think that is so?
Because roles aren't written for us.
Industry, they were all white.
So it looks like Tyler Perry's neck is getting hotter by the day. Every other day, someone new is dropping spicy tea, and right now, all eyes are on Tichina Arnold. Rumor has it she's about to drop some major secrets that could seriously mess up Tyler's career. Buckle up, because this is about to get wild.
Black women still are not paid what we should get paid, and I'm speaking in terms of the states.
We all know Tyler Perry is a big deal in Hollywood. He's built this massive empire with his talent and hard work. So if Tichina Arnold's got some dirt on him, it's gotta be juicy. Rumor has it that whatever she's holding back could be serious enough to end his career. People are buzzing, wondering what on earth Tyler might have done to trigger cancel culture and possibly wreck the legacy he's worked so hard to build. Tyler Perry isn't someone who can just be pushed aside. But if these revelations are true, it's gonna be a huge deal.
The man is trash. Period. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, so this is what I got to say. It's funny how he got all this money to do.
All right, let's dive into the Tichina Arnold drama. She's definitely not some rookie. She's been rocking Hollywood for ages. This talented actress has made a name for herself with standout roles in movies and TV shows. Remember Martin? Tichina was the powerhouse behind Pamela James, making the show an absolute classic. And how could we forget her role in Everybody Hates Chris as the tough yet hilarious Rochelle Rock? That sitcom really highlighted her acting skills. But Tichina isn't just about the Hollywood spotlight. She's a legend not only for her incredible talent, but also for her long-lasting career. She's known for her versatility and her strong advocacy for diversity and more opportunities for Black actors in the industry.
There are a lot of glass ceilings in America, and after 37 years of being in the business, I'm still knocking down ceilings.
Now, here's where things get juicy. Tichina Arnold's facing some serious struggles, even with her fame. We're talking about being underpaid, and she's not keeping quiet about it. She's out here fighting for better healthcare, fair residuals, and equal treatment for Black actors. Tichina isn't just talking the talk. She's walking the walk, pushing for major changes and shining a light on Hollywood's dirty laundry.
It's a man's world, and that's okay, but when women living in it and when women controlling it.
She even dropped a bombshell. She once got paid $0 in residuals, and the paper the check was printed on cost more than the amount. Now, Tyler Perry's right in the middle of this drama, and it's definitely heating up. Even fans have their vows on this. One of them wrote, "I saw all this as it happened with the 13 in Hollywood. It was clear to me when I had a very commercially appealing daughter that wanted to go to Hollywood very young. The Lord informed me to deny her want because the industry would ultimately ruin her life. It's a shame this hasn't gone viral. Thanks for exposing this hurtful, harmful, sinful, and damaging entity and community." Another one added, "This can go on both sides. Because of how Hollywood forces Black men to be in dresses, because it's funny, they can stress them out and make the Black man look like a joke. Also, for trans women who actually struggle with coming out to be treated like joke. This is F up. You gotta ask people and not peer pressuring them into doing something they don't feel comfortable with. I know comedy and dark humor, but it's messed up if it's for mocking." And Monique has also talked about how she has been treated in the industry. Monique has disclosed startling details about how Lee Daniels has allegedly assisted Tyler Perry in undermining fellow artists, including herself.
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and Black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry.
Clearly, Monique is on a mission to reveal some intriguing information, and her latest focus is none other than Tyler Perry. Speculation suggests that she is gearing up to share insights into why Tyler Perry could potentially outshine Diddy when it comes to airing dirty laundry. We're all familiar with the scandalous stories surrounding Diddy and the accusations regarding his interactions with women. So, if someone is hinting that the esteemed filmmaker and producer Tyler Perry might surpass Diddy in that aspect, it's undoubtedly a significant revelation. If you're eager to learn the juicy details and understand how Tyler Perry could potentially outdo Diddy, brace yourself for what promises to be a truly eye-opening revelation. A few months back, Monique took center stage at the Apollo Theater, expressing her thoughts on Tyler Perry, director Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey. Alleging that they had effectively blacklisted her from Hollywood, the Oscar-winning actress candidly addressed the strained relationships with Perry, Daniels, and Winfrey during her comedy routine. Reflecting on her role in Daniels' Daniels' 2010 film Precious. She asserted that since then, she has only been involved in 4 films, attributing this limited opportunity to what she describes as their concerted efforts to sideline her. It's worth noting that she initially disclosed being blacklisted by this trio back in 2015. Daniels, in response, told The Hollywood Reporter that Monique is a creative force to be reckoned with. Her demands through Precious were not always in line with the campaign. This soured her relationship with the Hollywood community, the filmmaker said. I consider her a friend. I have and will always think of her for parts that we can collaborate on. However, the consensus among the creative teams and powers thus far were to go another way with these roles. Monique continued to spill more tea during her Apollo set, expressing that, in her perspective, the term blackballed doesn't quite encapsulate the situation as she sees it. What is that black D connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black D who have no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey, she said. See, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too MF much. It would K me not to say the real You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly, so you can my D if I had one. In 2009, Monique had a plan to embark on a press tour for the movie Precious, co-produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry, to leverage the momentum of her Oscar nomination buzz. However, the catch was that they didn't intend to compensate her for the tour, and she was already fatigued from filming. Faced with this situation, Monique opted to skip the tour and take a much-needed break with her family. Initially, it seemed like a straightforward decision, and everyone seemed fine with it. I said, Oprah, I'm doing a talk show. I'm doing a comedy tour. I have a husband and I have babies. I have a little bit of downtime and I'm going to take advantage of it. So I'm not going anywhere because I'm not obligated to go anywhere. I've done my part, Monique recounted. So we mutually agreed to disagree. That was it. Next thing I know, I am considered difficult and hard to work with. A few weeks later, media stories surfaced portraying Monique as difficult to work with. Despite winning an Oscar for her role in Precious, she found herself suddenly undesirable in the eyes of the industry. It was disheartening to witness the potential consequences of her hard work unraveling. Monique, connecting the dots, began to realize that someone was intentionally working against her. In a recent conversation with The Hollywood Reporter, she disclosed that Precious director Lee Daniels acknowledged that she was blacklisted for not conforming to industry norms. Monique has since called out Oprah and Tyler Perry, seeking an apology that remains elusive.
She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen, but I wanted to call you up.
After the press tour debacle, Monique revealed on Comedy Central about Oprah inviting Monique's brother Gerald and her parents to her show. The backstory is that Monique's brother had SA her when she was between the ages of 7 and 11, a matter she had been open about in a 2008 interview with Essence. Monique had confided in Oprah about her strained relationship with her parents due to the A, and Oprah appeared to be understanding. Monique mentioned that she was okay with Oprah inviting Gerald, but didn't want to be a part of it. However, during the taping, Monique was blindsided by seeing commercials featuring her family. Oprah had seemingly gone back on her word, pretending to be caring. Monique demanded an apology, but Oprah offered nothing. No private apology, no public apology, nothing. As of today, Monique is still waiting for that apology. The fact that Oprah and Tyler Perry are buddies doesn't make the situation any better. Opinions are divided. Some believe she's just stirring up drama, while others think Perry and the gang owe her an apology. Monique undeniably has significant issues with Tyler, and she's not mincing her words. There's a rumor circulating that she's set on revealing all of his secrets. Given her extensive experience in the industry, it's not surprising that she might have some inside information. A Twitter user decided to publicly address Tyler Perry's films, expressing her dissatisfaction with what she perceived as bias in his work. She took her critique a step further by creating and sharing a video on social media, likening Tyler Perry's films to trash. Her critique did not end there.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, so this is what I got to say. It's funny how he got all this money to do everything but the right thing.
The woman asserted that Tyler Perry harbors a fear of white people, which she believed was influencing his creative choices and decisions. Her comments garnered support from others who also shared their thoughts about Tyler Perry and his work.
And they said they loved the script, but they wasn't sure how the film was going to turn out, so they passed.
These videos imply that there might be a hidden truth beneath the surface. The question arises, what could be Tyler Perry's secret that has led some dark-skinned actors to decline working with him? There's no denying that Tyler Perry has made a significant impact, having risen to prominence in the Atlanta theater scene and achieving box office success with his Medea series. However, Perry's journey has not been without controversy. Rumors have circulated suggesting that Perry's ego expanded to such an extent that he clashed with even someone as influential as Oprah. In the competitive world of Hollywood, it's often challenging to advance without resorting to a few questionable tactics, and Tyler Perry appears to be no exception.
You know, and when I'm hearing all this noise, man, it was crazy because there were no black people on television. Before diversity became a thing, Tyler Perry was the only one out there for a long time.
Following his success at the box office, Tyler Perry ventured into television with his popular sitcom House of Pain. However, during negotiations for a lucrative syndication deal and a spin-off series called Meet the Browns, a controversy arose. Deadline reported that Perry fired 4 writers who had requested union contracts, creating a contentious situation in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson told the Deadline, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it comes to reaping the benefits of the show being syndicated and having other spin-offs from it, he decides to let us go unless we accept a horrible offer." Tyler Perry's response to the writers' room dispute was to take matters into his own hands by stating that he now personally writes everything. However, Perry's issues with unions extended beyond the writers' room. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity took action by prohibiting their members from participating in Perry's stage play, Medea on the Run, due to his production company's refusal to sign union contracts. While Perry may be focused on maximizing profits, his methods have not garnered unanimous approval from everyone in the industry.
There's a camera on you, baby.
Is there a camera on me right now?
Back behind you.
Oh, hello. Praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
In the wake of the success of House of Pain and Meet the Browns, African-American journalist and cultural critic Jamilah Lemieux penned an open letter to Tyler Perry published by NPR. In her letter, Lemieux expressed her discomfort with Perry's use of stereotypes in his work. She wrote, "Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the Black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with prosthetic flopping in the wind. Our mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many Black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Acclaimed film director Spike Lee is among the notable figures who have criticized Tyler Perry for his use of stereotypical characters. Lee is well known for openly addressing this issue with Perry.
But I still think a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery and buffoonery. And I know it's making a lot of money.
Spike Lee went on to suggest that because of these stereotypical movies, individuals like Tyler Perry were breaking records. In his view, the industry could do better by avoiding such biased and nonsensical movies that feature designated, one-dimensional characters.
Breaking records, but we could do better.
Tyler Perry's approach to casting and character portrayal has become noticeable to viewers, leading to discussions about his business strategy. Some individuals argue that Perry tends to cast dark-skinned actors in villainous roles while portraying white-skinned individuals as heroes in his movies and shows. This perception has generated discussion and debate within his audience.
Beautiful Black woman being abused by a no-good, dark-skinned man, and then saved and rescued by the perfect light-skinned man.
During an event, Chris Rock also pointed out the recurring theme in Tyler Perry's movies, noting that there is often a limited portrayal of kind and respectful black-skinned boyfriends in Perry's films. He supported his statement by referencing Tupac Shakur, suggesting that Perry's films could offer a broader range of character representation. He said, "Tupac might be a political leader if he was alive, but then again, Tupac might be in a Tyler Perry movie right now. So you don't know. Tupac might be the bad, dark-skinned boyfriend in the Tyler Perry movie." Chris Rock's point was that Tupac was a highly renowned and popular rapper during his time. However, if Tupac were given the opportunity to appear in a Tyler Perry movie, Rock believed there would be a minimal chance that Tupac would be cast as a heroic character based on Perry's typical casting patterns. "I would hope he's a senator, but he might be kicking Jill Scott down a flight of stairs. In Tyler Perry movies, there's always okay." Chris Rock's perspective aligned with Spike Spike Lee's criticism, emphasizing that some prominent movies may achieve success because of Tyler Perry's perceived biased casting and storytelling choices. Both Rock and Lee raised concerns about the impact of such ideology on the film industry.
You know, are we going back to Mantan Moreland and sleep and eat?
Yet, if those films, and I mean, we're talking about Tyler Perry.
Looking deeper into the entertainment industry, it becomes evident that colorism is not unfamiliar within this field. In recent times, Hollywood has faced substantial criticism, often through media-driven campaigns with hashtags that rapidly spread from Twitter to television news. It could be argued that convicted ex-offender Harvey Weinstein was one of the first prominent figures to bring negative attention to the industry. In 2017, a multitude of SA allegations emerged, exposing the darker aspects of Hollywood's culture.
There's a new documentary that is all about the dark side of Hollywood and how some power players allegedly use their positions to prey on young, aspiring actors.
On a February afternoon in the 1940s, actress Hattie McDaniel made history by winning the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Gone with the Wind. She became the first African American to win this prestigious award, a groundbreaking achievement in cinema. However, the joy of her victory was overshadowed by the harsh reality of segregation. Despite her monumental achievement, McDaniel was seated separately from the other attendees at the Oscar ceremony, which was effectively a whites-only event. Rather than being a full celebration of her success, the event was marred by the stark divide of racial segregation.
I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel.
80 years later, the film industry continues to struggle with routine discrimination, even with some strides in diversity. The 2020 Oscar ceremony was fraught with racial controversies that have sadly become a frequent issue for both viewers and those in the industry. One glaring example was the major snub of Lupita Nyong'o, who was overlooked for her exceptional performance in the 2019 film Us. This incident highlights the ongoing challenges in achieving true recognition and equality in Hollywood.
And the Oscar goes to Lupita Nyong'o.
And now, this issue persists in movies and shows, with Tyler Perry being a prominent example. It is no longer hidden that black-skinned actors are often portrayed as villains in his films. One major example is Steve Harris, who played Charles McCarter in one of Perry's classic movies, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Charles, a successful lawyer, is far from being an ideal husband. Shockingly, he reveals to his wife Helen that he has another woman in his life and proceeds to treat her rudely, eventually kicking her out of their home.
No.
You ain't good for nothing.
Blair Underwood portrayed the character Carlos in one of his movies. Carlos is depicted as a controlling investment banker who exercises dominance and control over his girlfriend in the film. Blair Underwood, known for his role in LA Law, has been a prominent figure in Hollywood for over 4 decades. His career began in the 1980s, and he has seen different phases as a black actor in the industry. Underwood recently shared insights into his early career and his encounter with Oscar-winning actor Sidney Poitier.
And of course, this is what the kids are now calling a Blassic movie. Black classic movie. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
I hadn't heard that. I like that. A Blassic movie.
A Blassic.
During the 1980s, the representation of black faces on screen was rare, and the roles available were often limited and stereotypical, which didn't provide much variety for black TV viewers. Blair Underwood personally witnessed these challenges. He and Denzel Washington were seen as prime examples of black male representation on TV and in film during that era, receiving praise and recognition for their work.
You know, these 4 black women in the hood, and like now we're gonna do girls in the hood, and there was a little pushback. Like why they only want to see us as slaves or in the hood and Hollywood.
The challenges of limited and stereotypical roles for black actors seemed to persist into the 1990s. Blair Underwood recalled that during this period, virtually every black actor and actress in Hollywood, regardless of their name recognition or skill level, found themselves auditioning for the same roles, highlighting the lack of diverse opportunities in the industry.
I've been a history buff like most of my life. I love history.
You do?
I don't know a lot about history, but I love.
Philip Van Leer also got the chance to play a villain in Tyler's movies. He had a prominent recurring role in the first and second seasons of the show.
Sister. Now,
Harry, Brenda.
Brenda, Harry. Hey. Harry's a high school coach. And,
Ion Overman also appeared as a negative character in one of Tyler's movies named Medea Goes to Jail as Linda Davis. Linda in the movie, an envious assistant district attorney who is engaged to Joshua. She secretly engages in illegal activities such as fraud, evidence tampering, and providing false legal documents involving some of the people she has prosecuted. Ronrico Lee portrayed Chuck, an assistant district attorney and Joshua's friend in the film. Another actor, Brian White, was signed as a villain by Tyler Perry in his film I Can Do Bad All by Myself. He played the role of Randy, who is an abusive boyfriend and the antagonist of the show.
I seen the way you've been looking at me. See, this here my house, and I can let you and two little nappy boys stay here.
Right.
You might notice that all the negative characters in Tyler's movies and shows are very abusive towards women. This thing has been very concerning, and many people raised their voices for this too. One such example was seen in his shows Brew and Sistas. Brew seems to revolve around the lives of 4 black men as they navigate various aspects of their lives, including relationships, friendships, and careers. The synopsis suggests that these men share a deep and enduring bond that resembles family, even if they aren't related by blood. Their close-knit friendship is characterized by warmth and camaraderie, evident from their bright and happy smiles in the promotional material.
She says she moving in. She seemed nervous. I'm a little confused. Wait. Okay, take it back.
Critics of Tyler Perry argue that despite his contributions to the black community, he should also be held accountable for his missteps. They highlight instances in his movies and television shows where black women are portrayed in a negative light or subjected to unpleasant behavior. Some believe that Perry's works perpetuate respectability politics as the only path to happiness and success for his characters.
Manage it, grow it, through all the growing pains of it all. You've managed to do it all on your own, figuring it out and learning as you've gone. Calling me a lot.
Furthermore, there are concerns about Tyler Perry's assumed dominance over creative control, potentially overshadowing other talented black and brown female writers and directors in the industry. This is exemplified by his adaptation of Ntozake Shang's play for colored girls who have considered When the Rainbow is Enough. These critiques indicate a need for a more nuanced and responsible portrayal of characters and narratives within Perry's body of work.
You know, when you think about film and television, it's been done the same way for years. You know, you record an image and you put it out there. Well, just because it's been done that way for many, many years.
Not only actors, but black comedians are also disgusted by Perry. Over the years, several black comedians have incorporated cross-dressing into their comedy routines to elicit laughter. This choice involves juxtaposing their commanding presence with the humorous visual of them in dresses and heels. While this approach generates comedic moments, it also carries underlying implications. What are the consequences of using cross-dressing as a comedic tool in this context? As Dave Chappelle said,
when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress.
During a recent guest appearance on Oprah's show, comedian Dave Chappelle posed an intriguing question. He questioned why so many accomplished black male entertainers have chosen to embrace cross-dressing at some point in their careers. One notable example is Martin Lawrence, who gained recognition for his lead role in the Big Mama's House series. Likewise, Eddie Murphy incorporated a female character into his repertoire of roles in the Nutty Professor film series.
This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
Tyler Perry has not only achieved success in the gospel play arena, but has also effectively expanded his triumph into the film industry, bringing his unique portrayal to a broader cinematic audience. But with every passing day and shocking revelations, it is becoming difficult for him to maintain his persona. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.